And then he comes and knocks on my door. He's like, hey, I had to turn your power off. The landlord's got to get an electrician to come out and fix it. I'm like, well, when's it going to be back on? So, whenever the landlord. I'm like, dude, you can't do that. I have a minor kid in the house. I have a dog, a service dog. I have a dog, cat, a minor child in the house. You can't do that. He's like, yeah, it's up to the landlord. It's clearly a retaliation. I thought this before she said this on camera. So she comes out, who I've never met before, but I know who she is because I got cameras and I've seen, my over here that told me who she is. She's a black lady with pink hair, you can't miss her. And she comes over here out of somewhere, so I come over here, I'm like, what are you guys doing? And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you guys just turned my power off. Like, what are you doing? She was like, trying to play stupid. She's like, I don't know who you are. And what do you mean the pole, what do you mean the power's turned off? Acting like she didn't know, right? And I'm like, you know what? And she starts to walk away from me. And I follow her around. I'm like, what are you doing? And she I just got done saying she didn't know what I was talking about. Walked right over, not even 30 seconds later, the Duke Energy guy was like, yeah, I'm the one that called you guys. And I'm like, huh? You hear me on camera, like, you just said you didn't know, right? And then, I'm like, getting mad at this point. So I'm not yelling, I didn't curse, I didn't get belligerent, nothing like that. You can tell I'm mad. And I'm still recording, and she goes, I was like, well, you can't do this, I was like, when are you going to, I kept asking, when are you turn my power back, when are you turn my power back? And she mean mugged me or something. And I laughed at her, I'm like, girl, you from the hood, you don't even know. I didn't say that, I'm just I laughed at her. I'm like, and then she started laughing. I'm like, is this funny to you? I was like, I got a kid and a pet in the house. I have to cook and provide for my children, and my dog and cat's gonna get hot. Why is this funny to you? You really think it's funny? And she's like, aren't you dealing with an eviction right now? Which is true, but it was an illegal eviction that I'm fighting. They filed before, while I was still, I had a balance from, had paid up for my rent in December. They filed in October. So it was a legal eviction. So I'm fighting it. That doesn't matter anyway, they still can't do this. One of the people that told me to call you is I called evictions. I called civil, and then I called because I figured it's civil matter. You guys can't do nothing anyway. Right. They sent me to evictions, and evictions was like, we didn't know who to call. She was like, call 911. So I even told the lady that dispatched my house, I didn't want to call 911, but I was told to by the evictions lady. And they said, yeah, they can't do that.
Right, so because it's not criminal in nature and it is civil, I can provide you all the information you will need to be able to fight her in court because it is wrongful.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what I was kind of expecting. I even told the lady on the phone that, I know that it's civil and you guys probably can't do nothing.